Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam from D&D Creative Table Designs bringing you another adventure table idea. And this one's something I've been waiting a long time to be able to do. Almost 2 years ago, I put in for the Monster Fight Club Ice Wilds Kickstarter because it's very hard to basically do snow and ice and outdoor stuff right. Recently, there's been a few other things. Dwarven Forge did some internal ice stuff and whatnot, but for outdoor stuff, there just isn't much for snowy trees and things of that nature. So when Monster Fight Club announced their Ice Wilds, I went all in, and it just came the other day, and I have to say I'm very, very happy with it. They did a fantastic job, and we'll take a look around and get close-ups of it. But as for the story of this particular adventure, the purpose of the story of this adventure is that there's an area of the woods that used to be fairly well traveled, as indicated by said snow-covered cobblestone road, but of late, a giant, or I should say, an adult white dragon has decided to make its nest or its lair up atop a nearby ice-cropped mountain or hill overlooking the road, and on top of that, just across from it, these strange ice crystals happen to have appeared right before the dragon showed up. And not only did the ice crystals appear, but there's some kind of an ice elemental troll who seems to be guarding the area. And he's got these very strange, like frost-based lizards that are crawling around in the area with him. And he's very protective of what these crystals are. So then the dragon shows up, and the dragon seems to have a very keen interest in the crystals themselves. And so if the road is ever going to get opened up again, adventurers are going to have to come in here, and they're going to have to deal with the white dragon and find out what it is that he wants with those strange ice crystals. And they're also going to have to deal with the very ill-tempered ice troll elemental, which is guarding them quite zealously. And once they have handled both of those, the road opens again, and of course they will collect whatever treasure the dragon has managed to cut in the time since he's been nesting up there and layering up there and raiding the road. And then just to add a little bit to it, soon as which I call the dragon Frostbite, super original, I know. But when Frostbite landed up there, a cold-based or an ice blight, I should say a frostbite blight, started spreading out from the place to the lair, and even the very cold, hardy trees of pine forests of this land couldn't handle it, and so they began to get sick and die off, spreading outward from the lair of the frost dragon, the white dragon. So you can see that certain areas of the forest are still looking relatively pristine, and those are okay. But as you get close along the edge, as you get close to the white dragon's lair, you can see where dead trees are starting to show up. And worse, there's these like ice crystal snake things, ice wraiths that are floating around in the area that are attacking anybody who's brave enough to enter the area. So that's basically the setup. There's some dialogue to be had, of course, with the ice troll elemental. Potentially some dialogue to be had with the dragon, depending on how they want to approach that. And of course, plenty of combat before, or during, or after, as the players see fit, or unless they anger stuff. So as for what makes this up, pardon me, excuse me. As what makes this up, most of this is Monster Fight Club, Ice Wilds. There's a few things that are not, and I'm just going to point those out now because those are the exceptions. These two large things right here are from the Game of Thrones, the wall display toy. You can get that at like Amazon or eBay. They can be kind of pricey, but they essentially work out to be 50-foot cliffs. This giant white dragon, this magnificent looking dragon, is from WizKids, their white dragon, and that thing is huge. As a matter of fact, if I can do this without breaking it, that would be great. If you just want to look at the scale, that's a regular mini right there, and then that's the size of the dragon. So WizKids, kudos to them for doing a fantastic job on getting the scale of that correct. The little ice troll guy, that's also from WizKids, and I believe so aren't these little snow lizard guys. And I think these little crag lion guys are also from WizKids. They basically would leap off and attack anybody going through that little canyon thing. And also this polar bear. I believe that is it. Everything else on the table. Oh, sorry, except for the battle mat itself. The large big battle mat is from P-Work War Games, and it's basically their snow mat, and it's fantastic. Everything else, the trees, whether they're the bare trees or they're the blighted pines, smaller ones, or the snow pines like this one, the snow bushes, both the small and the large ones, the various ice rocks or ice hills. Some are like frosted, some are more of a snow-covered, kind of a bluish type color, and then they also have some translucent ones here, and they come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, as you can see. And the ice crystals themselves, these guys, those are all part of the Monster Fight Club's a Kickstarter. Oh, I'm sorry. And this the bears and stuff. If you got into the stretch goals, the bears and the walkway here, cobblestone snow-covered walkway, is all Monster Fight Club. And they did a really good job, because if you flip them over, on the other side is what their rivers are made of. So you can use them either way. You can use them as either rivers, or you can use them as cobblestone snow-covered walkways. So fantastic job on those. They also have some tree stumps that are in there, and a variety of them, not just one kind, and two different types of fallen trees. One like this one right here, and then another one which is like flat just on one side, of course. And it looks at those are the two types of fallen trees that they have, in addition to all the other stuff that's going on. So great job. Oh, I'm sorry. These little Snake Guy minis, those are also from WizKids. So great job on Monster Fight Club for putting this together. It really is pretty much everything that you would need. There's also other stuff that came with it, but they didn't fit on this particular table. And much smaller mats and stuff. They have like ice holes in the like fishing holes on a lake or something, and they're fantastic. And also like snow-covered ground for trees in the forest and stuff. And they're just like little small mats that you can put underneath the trees if you don't happen to have a large mat, battle mat like I do. So there it is. That is the Monster Fight Club Ice Wilds. I really love it. They have two different sizes for the trees, as far as there's the tall ones like this guy, and then there's the short ones like that, as far as the pieces are concerned. And then each one of these has four sizes. There's the really large, the in-between, the little bit smaller, and then if I can find one, here we go, over here, the really small ones. So there's lots of different size and variety. What they got right is that you don't want to have just one or two of each thing, because it gets very repetitive. By having 3 or 4 of varieties of each of the things, they've really done a fantastic job of making it feel much more natural and in the wild. And kudos to them for it. I look forward to having lots of great use with Monster Fight Club's Ice Wilds. It took a long time for it to ship because of COVID and stuff, but I'd have to say it was worth the wait. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more. And I will see you guys on the next adventure. Take care. Bye.